Okay, first we have the Attala County Breast Cancer Awareness Program. This presentation was by Amber Spearman, Laura Nass, Sarah Tiara McGregor, Jessica Houston for our HED 50 class. First we have the table of contents, and first what we have on slide 3 would be our overview. Next we have our assessment questions, will be what is the purpose of the program, which is on slide 4. What theory model is used to develop the program and explain it on slide 5 through 7. Smart objective related to program and how the program would meet objectives on slide 8 through 9. What is evaluation? What purpose does the evaluation serve on slide 10 through 11? Select the evaluation for program and explain what will be evaluated on slide 12 through 13. Our final thoughts on what we understood about this program on slide 14. And last but not least, our references on the last slide, which is 15. Our overview. Attala County is only recognized for a few events that happens in a year, and we created a program plan to increase quality of life by 20%. Attala is a small county that has much to improve on. A lot of people don't know what Attala County is, and we really need to get that promotion out there and make those people that stay in that area aware of what's going on their lifestyle that affect breast cancer. REC-NAC has a purpose to remove the blocks of limited resources and accessibility. The generalized model was used to aid in this step for improvement. Promoting better health and lifestyle change also helps. The objective is to properly train women about breast exams to be proactive and not reactive to the breast cancer. We really need to stress proactivity. We want to promote steps and ways how to limit breast cancer nationwide, and especially in this county that we have chosen. Okay, assessment question number 1 is, what is the purpose of the program? Okay, throughout the years, Attala County has been under the clouds of limited accessibility and living in poverty. By publicizing its mission, REC-NAC's purpose is to remove the stumbling blocks that prevents the priority population from getting the necessary help that is needed when they're living with or at risk of having breast cancer, by bringing awareness to the people. A lot of people think in the South you can eat anything, and if you don't look a certain way, if you're small in stature, that means you're healthy, but it's really not. And we really want to reach out to those people and let them know changing that lifestyle, changing the way you eat is a big, great help. Into reaching that 20% in quality of life. And just to continue on what was saying before, the model was used to develop our REC-NAC's program was a generalized model. In Attala County, there's a need to understand that there's a problem with developing community programs for breast cancer. The generalized model seems fitting because many of the priority population was or has little or no awareness about the dangers of breast cancer. The only time people in Attala thinks about breast cancer is when it's the national holiday, or if the Relay for Life holds its annual event at the park once a year. Breast cancer, we all know, is in October. We wear pink every day of the 31 days of that month, but we really, even though we celebrate and wear pink for breast cancer patients and for breast cancer awareness for that month, we need to be aware of that all year round. Just not recognize it for the 1 month, because breast cancer is not a 1 month thing. It's a life changing event. And we really need to reach out to those peoples or persons that has breast cancer history in their family, how to prevent that by life changes. The model was used by playing around the model itself by creating an executive summary that helps to explain why REC NAC is promoting the program and asking for funds and stockholders to ensure the program will be completed. The steps of collecting and analyzing data to determine the health needs of the priority population is the primary step of the model. Okay. Now we have a continue on to that slide also. This next, in order to determine what will be accomplished, all goals objectives will be set. After that, an intervention will be determined to see how the goals objectives may be achieved, followed by the intervention being put into action. Afterwards, results will be evaluated to see if the quality needs improvement and to see how effective the intervention and the program overall was. Next, we have our SMART objective related to program and how the program will meet objectives. Here we have 4 listed here, and our objective is after the phase-in stage, at least 20% of the students will be able to properly perform a breast exam. Realistically, 20% is a great number or great percentage to reach out to. Consider that poverty-driven areas, communication is a big issue. By getting the word out in Attala County is very small, so the word can travel, quickly. But getting these young women and just women in general to do these simple steps and the self-breast exam is really a great deal. Our outcome is what it is properly perform a breast self-exam, which you perform when a woman can perform herself in the shower, bathroom, her alone time, just to make sure and be proactive in that category. The priority population, who we need to be reaching out to is our students. There's our next generation on passing this information down and getting this 20% up to 40, up to 60, 80% until we can get a hold of everyone and be proactive in this situation. And the condition is after the phasing in stage. And the criteria population we're trying to reach is 20%. Okay, the program will meet the objectives during the implementation strategy, where a pilot test is first performed with a group of females to determine what parts are successful or not. In the phase-in stage, a self-breast exam will be properly demonstrated to a small group of students, which increases over time depending on success rate, which may lead to the total implementation stage of free breast cancer screenings. And that's really important. Poverty-driven areas, money is really tight in those areas, and getting those stockholders like doctors, teachers, and any type of great income to come in to help these areas would be really appreciated. Next, we have what is an evaluation? What purpose does the evaluation serve? According to McKenzie, Nagar, and Thackeray, an evaluation is defined as a process where the values of a program are determined or where components of a health program are predetermined based on criteria or standard of accessibility identified by stockholders. An evaluation serves a numerous of purposes like gaining data and or making decisions which leads to immediate improvements or outcomes like behavior change, in addition to making sure that long-term goals and objectives have been met. So those long-term goals just keep up these good lifestyle changes and not relapse or convert back to those bits. Okay, here we have, however, Capwell, Butterfoss, and Francisco determine these 6 purposes. And this is the purposes for our evaluation and why there are here. To determine achievement of objective related to improve health status, to improve program implementation, to provide accountability to funders, the community, and other stockholders, to increase community support for initiatives to contribute to the scientific base for community public health interventions, and to inform policy decisions. And these are very important to follow these 6 steps in the purpose and see why we are doing. Okay, next we have the select the evaluation for program and explain what would be evaluated. RAC NAC's program used the outcome evaluation, which evaluates follow-up questions designed for the program participants. Each participant will have the opportunity to answer questions in 3 distinct ways. Now, these questions, these 4 questions, you can mail the questionnaires in, answer the phone by over the phone interviews, in person, or face-to-face. Some people may have anxiety about meeting people face-to-face, but they don't mind by going through the program with us and breaking those barriers down with the communication between the communities. And these are 4 easy steps to get those follow-up questions done to see where we stand in that evaluation of the program. Okay, select the evaluation for program and explain what would be evaluated. Okay, these questions was focused on what each participant learned during the program, as well as the use of implementing strategies in their daily lives. Final thoughts of this program consist of, as a final thought, the presentation gave full insight as to how to take academic resources and use them as research guides when developing a program planning project. As stockholders, the group learned that it takes different types of resources to bring a project together. Every project should have a purpose and goals in order to succeed. The use of theories models gives us a path to follow in distinguishing problems of the priority population, developing a program budget, creating and implementing an intervention, and conducting an evaluation. To conclude this program, project and presentation have taught us that it takes a group working as one to complete such a task. With those models and theories, it gives us a guide, step by step, what we need, who we need to talk to, who needs to be a part of the promotion or the implementation of the planning, to see what our goal is, what our objectives, who do we want to reach out, how much money are we willing to spend, what the budget is in those poverty-driven areas. And last, we have our references from the American Cancer Society and a theory-based intervention to improve breast cancer awareness and screening in Jamaica, preventive science, and I have promotion programs, textbook for this class. And this concludes our program, and I thank you very much.